Good afternoon. It is Chris Chun. It is your This Week in Real Estate. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen the big news of the National Association of Real Estate or Realtors, or NAR, settlement with the class action lawsuits that have been going on for a few years. These lawsuits were brought on by sellers and the Department of Justice about antitrust issues, and specifically about how realtors are compensated for the work that we do to help buyers and sellers. And though the news has been salaciously put out by the media, I really think it's not going to change how we work. In fact, for Katie and I don't think it's going to change much that we do at all. Our goals are always our clients' goals. Our goals are always to get the best deals for buyers and have sellers sell at the highest net, or have them sell in the quickest time frame, or with the least amount of stress, or have the smoothest transactions. I mean, the goals of our clients are goals that we take on for ourselves so that we can develop a strategy and a path to really achieve those goals. How we get compensated is part of those goals as well. And we make sure that we talk to our buyers and sellers about how we get compensated and the reasons why this change is really not going to affect us. When the lawsuit was brought on and stating that it forces sellers to pay the buyer's commission, that was never the case. The compensation was always a variable scale that sellers could choose and agree upon on whatever, but it was part of the listing agreement, which was unusual. However, this is how I've explained it to everybody. The sellers want to get a net and the buyers want the best deal. And the compensation for buyers and sellers brokers has always come out of the proceeds of the sale of a house. Those proceeds are submitted to escrow from the mortgage and the down payment. Maybe it's a cash, but usually a mortgage and the down payment of the buyer. Then from escrow, escrow pays the seller their proceeds. They also pay the broker for the seller, and they pay the broker for the buyer. So in this situation, you can see that the buyer puts the funds in escrow, and then those funds in escrow go out to the differing brokers and parties. And so I have to ask, is the seller really paying the buyer's broker and their broker, or is the buyer paying the seller's broker and the buyer's broker? Because the money came in from the buyer. So it really is just how you look at it and how it's going to be worded and phrased in the future. But the long term is, if you have goals in real estate you want met, Katie and I will work hard. We will do everything that we can to make sure that you reach your goals. And we do it in a way to make sure that everybody has the best experience in a transaction. If you have any questions, would like further details, I can send you recaps and synopsis and the bullet points and all of that stuff. But really, what we're here to do is make sure that you have your goals in real estate and that you understand how this market works every day. Thanks so much. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.